James Gunn from Marvel to DC. How did he do? Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I'm giving you my review of the new Suicide Squad. It's actually The Suicide Squad. Just came out this Thursday on HBO Max and in movie theaters. Going into this movie, I was thinking, is this a sequel to the first one or is this a new thing? It is not a sequel as far as the plot goes, but as far as some characters, it is kind of a sequel because at the beginning of the movie, Amanda Waller even says, you know the drill, you know how this works. So it's kind of continuation because you do see some familiar characters alongside with some new ones. And you can tell at the beginning of the movie when we get introduced to the new characters that some of them won't matter. Remember on the first one, it was Slipknot. He died within like 2 minutes of the movie. So this one, I was looking at some characters and I thought, you're not gonna last. You're not gonna last. You're not gonna last. So don't get attached to some of the characters because, you know, it's the Suicide Squad. People have to die. And don't get me wrong, some deaths were very predictable, but some of them, it was quite shocking. Like James Gunn, it's wasting no bullets here. In the cast, they are all good. They all delivered, especially the newbies. So here are my favorites. King Shark. I know he's playing the dumb one of the group, but it was maybe a quarter into the movie. I wanted to look it up, one of the cast members, and then I saw that King Shark is voiced by Sylvester Stallone, and I had no idea. And it changed my whole outlook on King Shark. It really made him even funnier. Like King Shark, he was adorable. Rick Flag. I was wondering throughout the movie why he was getting more screen time here than Harley Quinn, and at the end, you see why. And I liked him more in this movie than on the first one. I didn't really like him on the first one. Joel Kinnaman, on the third act, he gives the performance of his life. Bloodsport. I am not a die-hard fan of Idris Elba. As far as his acting goes, him as a person, he has that aura about him. He seems so noble and such a nice person. In this movie, he was quite funny. I didn't know he had this comedian side of him. From all the cast, Bloodsport was the one that made me laugh the most, especially the bantering back and forth of him and Peacemaker. Those were some funny moments. Speaking of funny, this movie, yes, it has a lot of comedic moments, but it's a very violent movie. Like the torturing and killing of animals, the torturing of humans, the blood and bodies exploding everywhere. This movie, it's rated an R, and it's a big fat R. Now, going back to the characters. Ratcatcher 2. She was my favorite. She was my favorite. She was the heart of this movie. And Daniela Melchior, I don't know if it's Melchior or Melchior. Oh my gosh, I want to see more of her. So Daniela, if you're available, please take more work. Harley Quinn. We all know that Margot Robbie plays a great Harley. But this is the third movie that Harley is being abused by men, and I'm tired of it. Can we just bring Poison Ivy in so they can start the romance? And then we have Peacemaker, played by John Cena. Can someone tell me why? Why is he getting his own show? He's getting a spin-off show on HBO Max. Because he's so dislikable. I mean, I know he's a villain, okay, and kudos to John Cena for playing that really well, but you just don't like him. And it popped in my head when I was watching Homelander from The Boys. Homelander does some really nasty things, but Anthony Starr plays him in a way that you kind of like him. So why not give a spin-off show to Ratcatcher? She has a really interesting story, and they even showed some of her past in this movie. I would love to see more of her, or even Polka Dot Man. Polka Dot Man, he had an interesting story too, like with his mom and everything and his virus. So maybe give him a prequel. Overall, this movie is extremely well made. The one where the skyscraper it's collapsing, and Bloodsport, it's he's standing on a piece of cement and it goes like do 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 do, and then he stops, and then it goes do 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 do. That scene was really well done. And the one where Polka Dot, it's in the woods and he needs to like vomit all the colorful polka dots, you don't really see him, but you see all the colors coming out like a rainbow. That was a really cool scene. If you ask me if I have any comparisons between the first one, which was directed by David Ayer, and then this one, it's that the first one felt like a scrambled music video. In this one, it's so much better edited. Like, it's not as choppy as the first one. My final thoughts are that I had a blast. So let me know in the comments down below, did you get a chance to see the Suicide Squad? Did you watch it at home? Did you watch it in the theaters? And who was your favorite character? And what do you think of Peacemaker? Are you excited to see his show? I'm curious. If you like this video, please make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the little bell, the notification button, so you don't miss any future videos. And I'll see you next time.